But I have another story actually that probably goes right now. We are in a lot of chaos. People are afraid, people are wringing their hands and they're worried. And I say, see a world in chaos, send it your love, and turn from it. My frog's in my throat. So, one of the things I'd like to tell you about that is that when Evan was underwater and had his near death experience, he's allowed me to share this piece. Um, he had seen the light side and the dark side, the same as me. I had seen the light side and the dark side, and we can't deny that there is a light side and a dark side. And Evan was sitting at the table coloring a picture, and he was telling me the story of resting in the arms of God. And I remember I always joke, I said, I can't even die right. I didn't get my arms of God, but that's okay. That wasn't meant for me. But he's coloring in his book and he's telling me about the light angels and the dark angels. And he said the light angels had light coming up out of their chest. And he said that the light coming out of their chest was individual light. Some was green and blue and yellow, and he said some were rainbows. And he put his little hand up and he told me that the light around their head, and he was describing the Christ light. And he said, it goes from shoulder to shoulder, Mom. And it's so bright it hurts your eyes. And he then talked about the dark angels. And he said that God had made both, that they were both essential to our experience here. And he said the dark ones had no light coming out of their chest and they had no light coming around their heads. And he said, and they had little tiny horns right here on their head. And I remember thinking, you know, this child has never been exposed to dogma, church, religion. He had never had any of those experiences. The joke was, if I was talking about God, I was swearing. And that was really his only experience. It came down to the fact that there was a light side and a dark side. He described the light side, he described the dark side. And then he told me, Mommy, they're having a war for this planet. But then he looks up at me and he's got that beautiful angelic little face and he goes, don't worry, Mom, the light's going to win. And I have held that in my heart. So when I feel down, which often now I find myself looking at the world and I find myself going, how are we going to stay high frequency in this? And that nugget always pulls me back to my own faith, that no matter what has happened, that 4-year-old child looked at me and told me the light is going to win. And I believe him. And I hope that brings peace to somebody else, because just find your joy every day and say thank you for it. And sometimes when you're having a really bad day, and boy, I know really bad days, we all do, the joy might only be a flushing toilet, or it may be the lunch you have, or it may be the hug your kid gives you as they're going out the door. But whatever that joy is, just say thank you. Just keep trusting that, keep lifting your field up, turning away from chaos, turning away from the things that are making you afraid, and turn towards faith that something beautiful is coming and that a 4-year-old told us the light is going to win.